Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a look at our first scan on nmap, and this is called the stealth scan. In the previous video, we went over the TCP three-way handshake. We spoke about what TCP and UDP is. We also had to understand what the SYN, SYNAC, and ACK synchronization requests were, right? So this is one of the fundamental concepts used in the core scans used in nmap. So I'm using Kali Linux on a virtual box. You can use any Linux distribution. You can also use this on Windows, and it's called ZenMap, but it has GUI. So I don't think you'll be able to follow along with this course. So open up your terminal, and I'm going to make this full screen. Let me There we go. Now, in order for you to access nmap, all you have to do is type nmap, and we have some basic syntax over here. As you can see over here, this is your flag. All of these are called flags, and not only nmap, any terminal based program. This is called your flag, and then we have our target IP address. Why do we need a target IP address? Well, it makes sense, right? Because we were sending packets to our target. We're sending either TCP, UDP, or ICMP packets to our target, which means we obviously need our target destination. We need to let nmap know where to send the IP packets, right? So we're going to take a look at something called the stealth scan or the Syn scan. The flag for this is -S and capital S. Why is this called the stealth scan? Because remember how last time when we spoke about the TCP three-way handshake, we took a look at the Syn scan or the Syn request. What the SS does is it's going to instantiate a Syn request, but it's going to drop the request immediately, which means yes, it's sort of reaching its hand out and then letting it go. This also means that there's no complete connection taking place, and the firewall probably will not mark this as a threat, which is why this is usually used as one of the first scans in any CTF, or if you're trying to like analyze a particular device and you have to be stealthy about it, you need to use the stealth scan. And this also sends TCP packets, obviously, because it uses the SYN request, which straight away means it's TCP. Now we need a target IP address. How do you get your target IP address? Just on Windows, if you're using Windows, all you have to do is open up your terminal and type PowerShell. Let me just show it to you over here. You just have to type PowerShell, and you can, if you type ipconfig in your PowerShell or your CMD, you can take a look at your IPv4 address under your adapter. It says 192.168.1.108. So that would be your target IP address. So I'm going to type that over here, and that's pretty much it. You can just type enter now. Oops, and by the way, you need sudo privileges for this. So I'm just going to type sudo and enter my password. And you can see over here immediately on Wireshark that it's sending TCP packets. Now, Wireshark is a software that's used for analyzing packets and sniffing packets. And you can see over here that I'm sending TCP packets. So now we have solid proof that we're using TCP packets over here, which is awesome. And this is the source, which is the IP address of my Linux machine, and destination is my Windows machine. Over here, we have some important details. It says that I have a port open, that is port 3306, and I have MySQL running on it. MySQL is a database querying system, and I do have MySQL installed on my Windows machine, and I can show it to you right here. If I type MySQL, I have MySQL present. And in order for you to run MySQL, you do need a port open, which is why it says 3306 is open. Awesome. Now we have some critical details about our target machine. In the next few videos, we'll be talking about how to get the version number of whatever service we're running and also talk about UDP scans, etc. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you are ever stuck, if you ever forget the syntax, you can just type nmap and it opens up this really well designed cheat sheet. I know it might look a little confusing, but don't worry, we'll be looking at every single flag over here, or almost every single flag over here. But that's pretty much it for this video. Try to open up different virtual boxes or virtual machines and scan them, try to see if there are any vulnerabilities present, and you'll probably be getting different results, and that's completely fine. In the next video, as I said, we'll be talking about the UDP scan, etc. So stay tuned.